Namaste friends, my name is Amit Garg. Welcome to my channel Ganesha-Hanuman.com. Today we'll talk about the full moon, the coming up full moon Purnima on November 27th. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. That helps a lot. So full moon, full moon, the moon is nectar. Moon is our inner happiness. Moon is our emotions. Moon is the way we feel things. It's our emotional happiness. So full moon means abundance of emotions. Okay, we'll feel things more strongly. Full moon is the time for reaping the benefits of the fruits of the things that you started during the Amavasya. You planted the seeds on the new moon and you reap the benefits you harvest on full moon. And so full moon, this one is going to take place in Rohini Nakshatra. See, Rohini Nakshatra is the favorite nakshatra of moon. Rohini represents nourishment, caring. Rohini is connected with agriculture and love, romance, all the good things in life, enjoyment, pleasure, all of that is Rohini. And so this is going to take place on November 27th at 1:15 a.m. Pacific time. So that translates to around 3 p.m., just before 3 p.m. On November 27th, Indian Standard Time. Okay, so that's the timing. And so Rohini Nakshatra, it's of course in the sign of Taurus. So we'll talk about all the 12 Rashis. So this video is from Rashis, not from Lagnas, okay? Because we're talking about moon specifically, the full moon. So look at your chart, see where moon is placed, not your rising sign. See where moon is placed. That's called your Rashi, Janma Rashi. And then see with respect to that. So we'll talk about all the 12 Rashis. So full moon in Taurus, which is the exaltation sign of moon. So moon is in its Ucha Rashi. It's exalted. It's in Rohini Nakshatra, its favorite nakshatra. So excellent time to spend time with family, with loved ones. Focus on your nourishment, your caring, the things that matter, that give you inner happiness. And also it'll be trines to Venus, actually. So lots of grace and fine things and good gourmet food and things like that, arts and dance and all of that. So do lots of that, but there might be overflow of emotions. That's what full moon does, especially in Taurus and especially in Rohini. So let's see. So first of all, Aries rising. For Aries rising, this new moon is going to take place. I'm sorry, the full moon, Purnima, is going to take place in your second house in Taurus. Okay, so that means you may have a lot of emotional stuff going on with your family. Be careful about that. Maybe some emotional issues going on with your wealth. You may be worried about your wealth, or you may be planning a lot of things with your family wealth. So that's a good thing. And you may also feel overwhelmed in terms of your food habits and diet. So you may actually end up having a lot of emotional eating. So be very, very careful about that. So that's biggest, caution for Aries Rashi, not rising sun. Aries Rashi people is not to have this, binge eating, emotional eating. So be careful. And then also careful about your speech, because second house moon, full moon in second house, which is connected with our speech. So you may actually have a lot of like emotional stuff going on when you're talking to other people. But overall, excellent time to spend with your family. Focus on, good thing would be to spend time on a lot of cooking, gourmet food, like nice, nourishing food, and sharing with your family and loved ones. So that's the best recommendation for Aries Rashi. Next is Taurus Rashi. Taurus Rashi means your moon, your natal moon is in Taurus, and this full moon Purnima is taking place in the sign of Taurus. So full moon in your Lagna. Be careful not to be overwhelmed with emotions, because it's yourself. Moon in the Lagna anyway means, your mind and your body are very much aligned. So if you have, full moon taking place in your Lagna, whatever you think will impact your body, and vice versa. Whatever you do with your body will directly impact your mind. So it's actually a blessing, because let's say you're feeling down, So a good easy remedy is get up and do some physical exercise. Your mind will feel better. On the other hand, if you're feeling some issue with your body, some ache or something, then go sit for meditation, do meditation, and that'll impact your body directly. So that's the big thing for Taurus Rashi people is do lots of meditation, be happy. You could do physical exercise also, that's a good remedy. But careful not to have like this, drown in the sea of emotions. Okay. And quick way of getting out of that is doing meditation or just physical exercise. Okay. But in general, good time to reflect on your achievements. So you'll have abundance of this energy, this emotional happiness coming your way. So utilize that to focus on who you are. Focus on your personality will shine through. It's the full moon in your lagna. Abundance, overflow of nectar of moon, especially the Rohini moon. Okay. Next is Gemini rising, Gemini Rashi. Okay, so if your natal moon is in Gemini, not the Lagna, we're not talking about Lagna in this video. You are Gemini Rashi. Okay, the full moon is going to take place in your 12th house. 12th house full moon in the sign of Taurus in Nakshatra of Rohini. Please watch the intro section. So watch this video completely. It's very important. So Rohini Nakshatra, full moon in Rohini in your 12th house. This could be, you could end up doing some, expenditures that are, guided by your mind, emotions, not by your logical mind. So make sure you're not doing expenditures, you're not spending money that's not needed. Be careful with your expenditures. That's excuse me, biggest caution for Gemini Rashi. Okay. Next, there could be some emotional issues with foreigners, but this is a excellent time to get into like energy healing, travel to other planes of existence, astral travel, yoga nidra, lucid dreaming, because your 12th house is going to be activated. There's going to be abundance. There's going to be excess of emotions. This subconscious energy is going to be activated. So you'll have access to the other planes of existence very easily. Before going to bed, have this intention to be aware of your dreams and channel this positive energy, this abundance of nectar in a very constructive way. Go deep, do lots of healing. Okay, focus on your subconscious mind. So that's Gemini Rashi. Full moon on November 27th. So watch the intro for sure. Cancer rising, this full moon is going to take place on November 27th in your 11th house. So full moon in the sign of Taurus in Rohini Nakshatra going to be taking place in your 11th house. Be careful not to have any emotional stuff going on with your friends. Do not spill your emotions on social media. Okay, 11th house is social media. Those are the big things for Cancer Lagna, Cancer Rashi people. Anyway, Cancer Rashi means you are prone to emotions. You are a very emotional person. You're a mother. So mother has to have emotions. That's a good thing. And also, so Cancer Rashi people, their moon having full moon in 11th house means you may end up being too attached to your friends or your social media or your image on the social media, things like that. So do not focus on that. Instead of that, organize some like meditation circle, like with your sangha, with your friends. Okay, that's the best way to channel this abundance of emotions with respect to your friends. Okay, good time for financial gains. I mean, plan some things that are going to give you financial benefits down the road, and you may actually see some financial gains, at least manifesting in the near term. Not if not actually manifesting, you'll see that things are moving in the positive direction. But careful about emotions with your friends. Leo rising, Leo Lagna, Leo Rashi. So if your natal moon is in Leo, then this full moon is going to take place in your 10th house from your moon. Be very careful with emotions at your work, with your colleagues, with the authorities. Okay, just stay away from any emotional stuff going on at your work. That's the biggest recommendation for Leo Rashi. And then, so it's the full moon taking place in Taurus in the nakshatra of Rohini. A wonderful time to do some things, plan some things for your career, which involve food, especially nourishment, food, caring, nurturing, love, romance, any of that thing. You can you can start thinking about doing some things on those lines. And if you've been doing already, actually, this is a good time to reap the benefits. So you'll see benefits in these areas in your career. And Leo rising, Leo Rashi, your moon is in Leo, ruled by Sun, and the Sun will be in your 4th house. So moon in the 10th house and Sun in the 4th house. So that will actually throw light on your home. So you may do things sitting at home-based business, things like that. But essentially, the focus will be on your career. A lot of nectar flowing, a lot of blessings on your career. So good time to invest in your career. Instead of getting too emotional about things at work, just channel that into coming up with some creative projects for your work around Rohini Nakshatra, if possible. So around the theme of Rohini Nakshatra. Watch the intro section, very important information there as well. And if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Next one, Virgo rising. For Virgo rising, this full moon, Purnima, is going to take place in your 9th house. So be careful not to have any emotional issues with your father, any emotional issues with your gurus, with your sangha. If you can take care of that, the rest is all blessings. It's the overflow, abundance of nectar in your 9th house matters. A lot of spiritual energy flowing your way. Excellent time to dive. Biggest recommendation would be with your sangha, organize some meditations, organize some spiritual work, or even a spiritual journey, some travel to a far off place. So this full moon taking place in Taurus in Rohini Nakshatra on November 27th. And then also higher studies. So you can, maybe start some kind of higher education or anything like that. But don't just stay away from any emotional stuff around these areas, even including your higher education. Let's say you've been trying to get into a college, and there might be a lot of emotions around that. So just watch out for those emotions, because full moon is abundance of emotions. But other than that, lots of blessings. Good time for your father, also for your gurus, or your relationship with your father or with your gurus. So that's Virgo rising. Next one is Libra rising. I'm sorry, not Virgo rising, Virgo Rashi. Next one is Libra Rashi. So if your natal moon is in Libra, then this full moon that's going to take place in Taurus is going to be in your 8th house. Okay, so 8th house full moon in Taurus in the nakshatra of Rohini. This will actually, this is a very interesting placement, because 8th house is all the hidden things, change and transformation. And full moon is abundance of emotions. So be careful not to be overwhelmed by any changes happening in your life, any things happening that are out of your control. And so 8th house full moon is actually it's a huge blessing to dive deep into the esoteric world. You'll have access to the portals, the unconscious mind and hidden secrets of the universe. So focus on that. Do lots of meditation and chanting, and channel your emotions in that direction. But careful, there could be some things related to inheritance. You may get too emotional about getting some inheritance or people or money from other people. So be careful about not getting too attached or too emotional around money from other people. Money matters. Okay. Other than that, drive carefully. 8th house is also hidden things, sudden things, changes, and all of that. But great time to dive deep into the secrets of the universe. So that's Libra Rashi. Scorpio Rashi, people, this full moon is going to take place in your seventh house. Okay. Seventh house full moon in the sign of Taurus in the nakshatra of Rohini. Be careful with your relationships. Don't get too emotional in your relationships. Okay. This includes both one-on-one partnership as well as both your personal relationships and business partnerships, all one-on-one partnerships. So stay away from emotions. Don't get too emotional in any of your partnerships. Very, very important, because see, Scorpio Rashi, anyway, this this may make you like secretive in terms of emotions. You're not very open. It's hard for you to open up in front of other people. Scorpio moon, okay, Scorpio Rashi. And then full moon taking place in your seventh house means be very careful with your emotions with your partners, okay. But other than that, excellent time to do lots of meditation, chanting, or spiritual work with your partner. So just channel that energy in a very positive direction, okay. So that was Scorpio Rashi. Next one is Sagittarius Rashi. So for Sagittarius Rashi, if your natal moon is in Sagittarius, this full moon is going to take place in your sixth house. Okay, so Sagittarius Rashi. So the full moon is going to take place in your sixth house. Sixth house is about the enemies, about our shadripus, about the hard work we do. Sixth house is also our work. So careful not to be too emotional at your work, at your job, which is sixth house represents a 9-to-5 job. Okay, so that's important. Also, sixth house is health. And so don't be too overly concerned about your health. Like, don't get too emotional. Of course, take care of your health. This is actually, Rohini is all about nourishment. So spend time on the nourishment, aspect, not about the worrying or, emotional aspect of your health. Focus on food, diet, sixth house is the diet as well. So sixth house is about routine. Start some health routines. Take a vow, in your mind, take a sankalpa, a vow that you will start a proper health routine. And that includes proper, sattvic food that is nourishing. That's Rohini Nakshatra. So full moon taking place in your sixth house is giving you this chance, this, natural blessings to focus on your health, start some health routines, and also, stay away from emotions with respect to your work. And sixth house is also volunteer. So give emotional support to some people. This is an excellent remedy. Give, somebody might be suffering emotionally or mentally. Go and do some volunteer work, help them emotionally. So that's a perfect remedy to enhance the positive energies, to reap the benefits of this full moon, of this abundance of nectar. And this is going to take place on 27th of November, early morning in US and 3 p.m. in India. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So we move on to the next Rashi is Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn Rashi. If your natal moon is in Capricorn, this full moon is going to take place in your fifth house. Okay, very interesting placement. Full moon taking place in your fifth house in Taurus Rashi, in Taurus sign, in the nakshatra of Rohini. Be careful about emotions with your children, emotions in your romantic relationships, and with respect to any sporting events, with respect to your creativity, with respect to speculation. So do not make any hasty decisions when it comes to speculation or stock investment. Okay, so there's like abundance of emotions, too much of emotional stuff, downpour of amrita, nectar. So you may think, oh, I'm the king, I will win $1 billion lottery. So do not waste time on those things. excellent time to channel this abundance of nectar, abundance of this positive energy, abundance of emotions, to do creative work with their children or with their romantic partner, and any sort of creativity, giving birth to something. Okay, so fifth house is giving birth to something that is creative. So channel 100% of your energy on creating something, or at least plan it out in your mind. Give birth to a plan of action for some creative work. Okay. Uh, and also, in general, stay away from emotional stuff with your relationships, the romantic relationships. Okay, that's one big caution. But otherwise, fifth house, it's excellent time to really give birth to some creative project. Next is Aquarius Rashi. So if your natal moon is in Aquarius, this full moon is going to take place in your fourth house, in the sign of Taurus, in the nakshatra of Rohini. This is be cautious about not to drain yourself in emotions, because fourth house is our inner happiness, our emotions in general. Okay, but wonderful time to dive deep, figure out what gives you inner happiness. Okay, focus on your home environment, your home. Make things better at your home. Make your home a sanctuary, a retreat center. Invite people to have meditation together at your home, especially on this full moon day, which is November 27th. And be careful about taking any emotional decisions with respect to your home, real estate, with respect to buying any vehicles. Do not have this impulsive behavior, buying of new cars, things like that. But overall, spend time with your mother. Maybe your mother might have excess of emotions. Okay, do meditation with your mother. Do some things, chanting and things. Just utilize this abundance of nectar, abundance of emotions, abundance of energy in your fourth house. So that's Aquarius Rashi. Finally, Pisces Rashi. If your natal moon is in Pisces, then this full moon is going to take place in your third house. Okay, third house is about your siblings. Very careful when you're dealing with your siblings, not to have get carried away emotionally. This full moon is in Taurus, of course, and in the nakshatra of Rohini. So excellent time to sort of focus on creating, learning some skills with your siblings, or like preparing food as a family with your siblings, especially. Okay, because Rohini is all about food and nurturing and caring and motherly nature, and agriculture, all of that. So spend time with your siblings, but also short distance travels. Like it's a good time to sort of just take care of things, because this downpour of emotions, you don't want to get carried away with emotions, but you can get things done. And also learn some skills, especially with your hands, because overflow of this is abundance of nectar, which is telling you, hey, utilize this to in a positive way. And third house gives you the skills from your hands, and also communication, marketing, all of that. So excellent time to focus, to market yourself, to do communication related stuff, for your business, for your personal life, anything. So you'll have this grace of the Chandra, this nectar overflowing, and so you can utilize that very potent energy in these areas of third house. So that was analysis of this coming up full moon Purnima on November 27th, 1:15 a.m. Pacific time, USA Pacific time, and around a little before 3 p.m. On November 27th, India time. Make use of this. Full moon is all about harnessing the nectar that's overflowing in the universe. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much, and have a happy Thanksgiving.